Hello, everyone. I'm Larry.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. First carry for Matt Forte. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Drops it underneath to Forte. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield is widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
McCown throwing on second. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. McCown out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll give him a yard on the play.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. On first down, Ryan. And incomplete to open things up. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. There he goes inside the 30, past the 20, and he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 14 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. Well, Devontae Freeman scored the first points of Super Bowl 51, and he's got the first points here as he's in for 6.
And I don't want to be snarky here. It's going to come off that way a little bit, but that didn't work out so well for them in Super Bowl 51 against New England when he scored the first touchdown in that game. But I like what they've started with here. Now, here's the thing about Freeman. I love his game. Can run it inside, can get to the perimeter, can catch the football, pass protects, has an incredible passion for the game.
And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, we do not encourage that.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on second down. McCown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion. Now, last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
Here's Ryan to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Looking deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy, 68 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
On the return, it's Jalen Marshall. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. And now running right through him. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Second down now after the incompletion. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's got room. Shifts by him at the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On first down, this is Forte. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From midfield, here's McCown, and it's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. From the gun, it's McCown. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. The lead is theirs here in the 3rd quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible. I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Freeman again. And an alley to run. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 50 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Up big, and they go for 2, and they get it.
I remember being in high school and seeing an article in the paper where a local columnist had said, why are we fighting over sportsmanship and running up the score? Just run it up on everybody and deal with it. Some people just don't care that way, and obviously this coach feels the exact same way.
So that article was saying the defense should be able to stop them.
That's what they're trying to say. Hey, if you don't want it to happen, stop them. Otherwise, quit whining about it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter.
Here we go now.
McCown now on first down. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
McCown to throw on second down. Sets up the screen to Forte. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
The Jets on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun here for McCown. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the draw, McCown leaves it to Forte. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, here's McCown. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now McCown. A dump off to Forte. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go now.
On first down, McCown. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
McCown will try again on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Throwing on first is McCown. And incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
McCown again on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So I can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now let's go.
Throwing is McCown on third down. And some room to roam now. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first and 10, here's McCown. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. McCown going to throw. And he's going to go down again. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On third and long, it's McCown. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now McCown got to have this one. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And tough starting field position here. Ryan wants to throw it. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0, Zilch. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Again they run. Again it's Forte. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Following the penalty, it's Forte. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. McCown dumps off to Powell. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give him much run after catch.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits 000. And time is up on the 1st quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now it's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Sanu with a grab over the middle. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll have Larry Ridley's highlights, but points obviously hard to come by in this 1st half. Larry will be in Orlando with our halftime report in about 2 minutes' time.
Yeah, he and his staff are putting together nothing but defensive highlights from the 1st half, and there's nothing wrong with that as far as I'm concerned.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd